Welcome back to my channel. This story was penned by Martin Robinson, chief reporter. The boy from London who will become the first millennial saint after performing miracles from beyond the grave, God's influencer, Carlo Acutis, who died from leukemia in 2006, is canonized by Pope for saving brain bleed victim and critically ill child. A London-born computer prodigy killed by leukemia as a teenager is set to be made the Catholic Church's first ever millennial saint by Pope Francis after being credited with a series of miracles after his death. Carlo Acutis, who died in 2006 aged 15, has been given the nicknames of God's influencer and the patron saint of the internet because of his devotion to promoting Christ's work online before he died. His body is on display in Assisi, where he is wearing his favorite Nike trainers, jeans, and a sweatshirt, but he was born in the UK to an Italian mother and a half-English, half-Italian father who was working in Britain as a merchant banker. The family moved to Milan, where from the age of 3 Carlo would donate his pocket money to the poor and later at school supported victims of bullying and spent his evenings cooking and delivering meals to the homeless, along with clean blankets. When he died shortly after being diagnosed with leukemia, he told his parents, "I'm happy to die because I've lived my life without wasting even a minute of it doing things that wouldn't have pleased God." And almost 20 years after his death, Pope Francis has recognized a miracle attributed to Carlo, after he passed away, where the mother of a Costa Rican woman involved in a serious bike accident prayed at his glass casket and left a note asking for her to be healed in 2022. The same day her daughter began to breathe independently, and 10 days later she was discharged from intensive care because the hemorrhage in her brain had completely disappeared. Pope Francis has now signed a decree which paves the way for Acutis becoming a saint because the Vatican says Carlo also interceded from heaven in 2013 to cure a Brazilian boy suffering from a rare pancreatic disease. Carlo died in Monza, Italy after moving to Milan as a child, but was born in London to mother Antonia Salzano and father Andrea Acutis. His mother said that her son dedicated himself to supporting classmates struggling with life, would defend disabled friends who were being bullied, and would take meals out to homeless people across the city. Catholics are encouraged to pray to deceased people who they believe are in heaven. And Pope Francis believes that Carlo helped perform a miracle 2 years ago. The miracle in question, according to the Vatican's Dicastery for the Causes of Saints, involved the healing of Valeria Valverde. The Vatican has attributed to prayers made to Carlo. The miracle allowed Valeria, 21, to recover following a serious bicycle accident in 2022. She was studying in Florence at the time of the crash. Ms. Valverde underwent an emergency operation to relieve pressure on her brain and was in a critical condition. 6 days later, her mother prayed for her daughter's recovery at the tomb of Carlo in Italy. On the same day, the church says Ms. Valverde recovered the use of her limbs, was able to speak, and signs of her head trauma disappeared. She was discharged from intensive care 10 days after her mother's prayers and only needed a short stint of physiotherapy. The Vatican has also claimed Carlo interceded from heaven in 2013 to cure a Brazilian boy suffering from a rare pancreatic disease. The couple then moved to Milan, where their son took care of a parish website and later of a Vatican-based academy. He also created an online database of miracles. Pope Francis, 87, has canonized 912 people since he assumed the papacy in 2013, with the most recent birth date previously being 1926. Since his death, Carlo has garnered a global following, and his body was moved to the Church of Santa Maria Maggiore, Assisi, where it is currently on display. Archbishop Domenico Sorrentino of Assisi told The Times, "The church in Assisi is in celebration. I plan to arrive in Assisi this evening to thank the Lord in a Eucharistic celebration. But as of now I join the faithful who are in the shrine for a prayer of praise." In the UK, Carlo has been remembered by the Archbishop of Birmingham, who in 2020 established the parish of Blessed Carlo Acutis with churches in Wolverhampton and Wombourne. Miracles, when reported, are investigated by the Church to establish their validity and are understood to be an act that is impossible in nature. There is no date for the canonization, but such events can draw in huge audiences with thousands of pilgrims in attendance. Please subscribe, comment, like, share and follow for more content. Please support my channel. Send it to Cash App, $Director 327. Thank you for your gift, it is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching.